We are live. Hello everybody, hello.
Hi, I'm Dan.
This is take 465 of question 1. Alright, we'll put the comment down here so you can read, but I'll read it out and see what the question is. So, Tao says, cue laptop, this may seem idiotic, but how do you make enough money to sustain your job? If you're not selling records because of digital downloads and venues often have their own self-interest above everyone else, how do you make your work profitable? I find that a lot of us are only making some money through merch, which seems odd. So then he goes on to say about how musicians seem like the least important part of the music industry, and basically everybody else, engineers, designers, bouncers, venue staff, blah blah blah, all get paid, and musicians get paid last. And basically, how do you make money as a musician if you seem to be on the bottom of the proverbial financial pile?
I think the thing to bear in mind is, as a musician, especially a musician in 2016, which we're now in, you really have to focus on not necessarily relying on one source of income to pay for everything, like cover your lifestyle, bills, mortgage, whatever. You really need to be looking at everything you can do within the music industry that can bring you smaller amounts of income. Where, you know, whether that's playing live, selling music, selling t-shirts, teaching, designing things. What are your other skills that you can also bring to your hobby, to your profession, that can help you make money?
Record sales have declined. We all know that. They've been doing that for the last 15 years. With the internet, with torrenting, it's really easy to just download a popular album or pretty much anything that's out there.
Stream it.
Even
if you're doing it legitimately.
Exactly. As musicians, we need to change how we see the role of your actual recorded music out there. Traditionally, it was make an album, market it, sell it, and make money. Whereas, at least for me and for Dorje and the approach with Tosca, my other side project, is that the music is this big net that you cast out there, and you make it as awesome as possible, and that's what gets people interested in you. So I just brushed Dan's hair. It's another key strategy if you want to make friends. Just give them a little touch there, and they're yours for life. Your music is this thing that gets people into your world, and if they like you, that's when the other revenue streams come in. And as Dan said, it's about having lots of strings to your bow.
Even if you're looking at bands that you're inspired by, they probably don't make as much money as you think they do. And even if you hear about how much money their shows or their tours gross, you really have to think about how much money has gone into putting that show on in the first place. Like even someone massive like Bon Jovi or whoever, they spend a lot of money on actually putting their shows on in the first place, and the amount of money that they probably profit individually on those shows isn't as high as you'd expect it to be. Like Periphery make a considerable amount of their money from their t-shirts and their merch sales, not their shows. I'm sure they do make money from their shows, but they hammer the merch, and they have really nicely designed merch, loads of new designs going out all the time, and that's a big part of who Periphery are. It's these really cool, well-designed t-shirts.
Yeah, and I think you're seeing that more and more. That sort of the new style of band as a business model, as an actual career, isn't just let's write some tunes. Hopefully, an A&R guy from a record label will come and see us at a gig, and we'll get that golden ticket record deal, and we'll be made for life. That's bollocks. It doesn't really happen anymore like that. A company, a label, or a publisher, or a manager, or a promoter, or a merch company is going to get involved with you. They need to see that their investment of either time or money is going to be worth it. So you have to do a lot more yourself now in the early stages to show that you're worth getting involved with. But the beauty is, it's 2016. There has never been a more exciting and more accessible time to be a creative person or someone running your own business or self-employed. It's all one thing. It's crazy the access we have to the world now. So from a creative perspective, it's about using all of these platforms to reach your audience and sort of, for a less marketing term, tell your story. Whether that's
what? Say that word? Yeah.
I don't know. I might beep it.
So to go back to the question, how do you make enough money to sustain your job? I think really the answer is make your job about doing as many different things that can make you money as possible, because then you're not relying on being a guitarist in a band, for example, to bring in 100% of your income.
Yeah.
You're still a guitarist and you're still playing guitar, but do a bunch of different things that involve music and playing the guitar, all of which can make you a smaller amount of money that contributes to a bigger pot. And good luck.
Keep the questions coming. We'll see you soon.
I wanted to know you all.